Alright, this video right here is for all the people out there that have been saying that Blackwing has choke points. That all you gotta do is imperm here, imperm there. And if you know what the deck does, then I'm just losing because I have. Bro, it's not that simple. Promise me, bro. I'm not beating all those legends out there. I'm not topping all those events out there by just being lucky, man. That's not how it really works, man. I mean, sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. Okay, okay. I've been lucky too, but I'm not saying like consistently winning, especially like consistently being a big threat at locals, playing against the same dudes every single week and still dominating them, getting in their nightmares is not that simple, bro. Because usually it would be like, okay, I now understand how the deck works. All I gotta do is choke point here, choke point there, imperm here, imperm brave 6, imperm white 6, and it's oh nah. In this video, I'm going to prove you that Blackwings will never ever lose to a single interruption, bro. You gotta be really lucky, really lucky, right? And Ash, the first thing that happens, and then pray, just pray that there is no extender, and then maybe you will be able to win. But usually, bro, if you only start with one hand trap, you can just go next game, okay? So, for all the Blackwing players out there that have been struggling, you gotta watch this video, okay? And study this video, okay? And then I promise you, you're going to become a 10-time better Blackwing player and be a big threat at your locals. And you can just keep on doing this. No one will ever really find a solution to this. Unless they're having like multiple hand traps and use them like perfectly, but they really need to know what your hand looks like, okay? But usually you're gonna have extenders too, okay? So that's another case in there. Because bro, I've never lost a game where I started with five different Blackwing names on my hand. There's just no way I'm losing this. Okay? So today you're going to become a 10-time better Blackwing player. Let's fucking go. Alright, the first mystery, the first legend is that it says all you gotta do is imperm the Brave Strix. Okay, let's see what happens if you imperm the Brave Strix. So there are many ways to go into this combo line. Okay, what I like to do is I always love to play with this pattern. Okay, because I like to also play around Pistol somehow. Like I don't want my opponents to summon like unnecessary bodies like Phantasme or Bestials, which is why I like to play with this pattern. If I go into this pattern, I might not respect Nibiru sometimes, but there is still so many ways to play around Nibiru that I'm going to show you in this video. So yeah, let's say we're gonna imperm Brave 6. This is like the most common play run that I do. Okay, this is like a play that I do without even trying to show my opponent what I could have on my hand, because there are some certain lines that you do that could like tell your opponent, okay, he's definitely not playing those cards, he's definitely having those cards on his hand. Like there is some ways to read your opponent cards sometimes, which is why I always try to force this line right here, which is okay, this board right here. Then I'm going to use Kunai's effect to make Boreal's turn become level 2 and then go here into this pattern. This is like the play that I love to do because I don't want my opponent to Phantasme me or this pattern me. Okay, sorry, Bistel me. So we're going to Y6 here. Even if Y6 gets impermed, it's really not a problem. I'm going to show you that in a minute too. And then we're going to use this pattern's effect to summon Shamal, and boom, we got Raider's Knight. Okay, now Raider's Knight is going to summon Brave 6, and now, oh, the choke point. Oh, by the way, the moment you activate Raider's Knight's effect, you're going to trigger Y6 effect, and this is where you can already set one of the rank ups. I would always set the magic launch first. Okay, set the magic launch here first, because it just plays more safe. Okay, I would do that. Now Brave 6 and boom, imperm on Brave 6. Now you'll be thinking, choke point. nah, bro. We're just gonna do this first. And the cool thing is you actually play also now through Nibiru somehow. Because let's say your opponent still has Nibiru, but he's waiting because he knows, okay, there isn't really going to be any Omni-Gates happening. So he might just keep it. But now, all you're gonna do next is, boom, use these two, go into Lil Knight. And if you get nipped now, you can at least save Lil Knight and this Pada. And if he doesn't nip, you're just gonna banish their imperm, and now you have a negate with this Pada. Okay? And then you're actually going to, boom, do this, active Black Feather One, summon back Kunai, make Kunai's effect, make the Assault Dragon become level 7. Special summon Hammer Time, boom. Now you can overlay these two because Hammer Time becomes level 7 and Assault Dragon becomes level 7 thanks to Kunai, and boom, we have game. Just like that. Okay? And then on your opponent's turn, in the main phase, you're gonna summon Kali Yuga like that. Okay? So the first myth is that Brave 6 is a choke point, and it's really not, bro. It is not. Okay? So we got this now out of the way. Okay? On to the next one. Y-Strix. Do you think Y-Strix is a choke point? So what happens if Y-Strix gets imprimed? Okay? We're doing the same thing again. The same things. No problems. Not at all. Okay, and boom. What happens if Y-Strix gets impermed? So this is actually, I would say, the best imperm, maybe, but not really. Okay, because all I'm going to do is just boom, 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 go into Raider's Knight, and then into Brave Strix, and the Brave 6 is only going to be summoned so that I can add the rank up and not the skip force. Okay, we're gonna add just the magic launch and not the skip force. And then we're just gonna continue here with the same method like before, and boom. Okay, just like that. And now we got again full combo plus Little Knight plus this pattern. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. It's too easy. It is just too easy. Okay, all right. So now we got all of this. But what happens if we get nipped? I'm going to show you now 2 ways to play around Nibiru. Or to play, actually, not only Nibiru, but like this is the most safest play. The safest. Like if you are really having PTSD of Nibiru and whatsoever, then this might be like the safest play to play. Okay? The reason why I like to play with with this Pada is because sometimes, depending on who I'm playing against, if I can read my opponent's hand sometimes, when I know, okay, he's gonna have more cards on his hands, I'll like sometimes I'll completely play differently. Okay, it's just sometimes, but that's for another video. Okay, in this video, what happens if we get nipped on the race tricks? Because that might be a little bit worse, right? Because we're losing a lot of bodies. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Also, this is a way that I would suggest for the beginners to start playing with, because it plays through the most interruptions. And it is to not go into this pattern yet. Okay, you're just gonna go straight into Brace Tricks with these two. Why? Because you're trying to summon Ultimate Falcon as soon as possible. And this is like the quickest way to summon Ultimate Falcon. Why do you want to summon Ultimate Falcon? Because once you activate Ultimate Falcon's effect, it is over. Your opponent needs to use their hand traps now. Okay? Besides that, once Ultimate Falcon hits the floor, a lot of other decks are going to surrender already because they can't even out that monster. So, this is why this is right here where I get eaten, where I eat the most times Nibiru. And this is when I search the rank up. Okay, this is against small players. This is exactly the moment where they nip me. The moment I use skip force and boom, it's over. Just like that. Okay, but Blackwing would suck if single handtraps could actually stop the stack. We're just gonna do this, summon back Zephyros, boom, boom, Assault Dragon, summon back Kunai, special summon Hamatan, make Hamatan become level. What am I doing here? Okay. Yeah, make Hamatan become level 7, of course. And then with Kunai, I'm going to make Assault Dragon become level 7, use Kunai and Zephyros to go to Y-Strix. And then just overlay these two. And this may not be the strongest board, but it's going to be enough. Why is it going to be enough? Because we got this big ass token. Okay, this is going to do a lot of damage. And then use all of these, boom, just like that. Okay, coming back as a Falcon with Darkness Dragon, and then you got Kali Yuga. Okay, it's so easy. It is just so easy. Okay, but now, what happens if we get nipped on the 5th summoning when we're starting off with Sumo? Okay, so the thing is, and I believe that everyone that has ever played against me knows that it was never really smart to nip me on the 5th summon. Never ever, because it's just the most riskiest play ever. Let me explain you why. Alright, so what happens on the 5th summon? Because usually, when we start with Simoon, we are running actually really bad into Nibiru. Unless we have any other Blackwing, like another second Blackwing name on our hand that is not Simoon, right? As long as we have that, we will always be able to play through. Okay, so it's really high. Like it's literally like against Ryziel. Why wouldn't you? Why would you? You would never imperm like the first monster that comes against Ryziel, because the chances of my opponent having a second Ryziel name on his hand is just too high. So you would never ever imperm that first one. Okay? And this is basically the same here. You would never like, it's the risk of me having a second name on my hand is just too high. Which is why small player will never ever nip me right here. Okay? Boom. Usually they wouldn't do. Okay? But what happens if they do? If you feel like, okay, I don't feel like that, okay, which is why I'm never scared of this scenario, because I always have another out for this. But if you feel like you consistently losing in a situation like this, and I know a lot of you have been telling me this, and if this really happens to you, if this really is a situation where you like, bro, I need a solution for this, then you need to add Chinook here. Okay? You need to add Chinook here, because if you get nipped right there, you can use Chinook's effect to send Boreal Storm to the graveyard. Though the thing is here, though, that you need to play 2 Boreal Storms in this deck. Okay, and this is also already a reason why I don't like to do this, because playing 2 Boreal Storms, in my opinion, is just a waste. Just for Nibiru protection, is just, I'm always going to play around Nibiru somehow. So for me personally, it's not worth it. So you can do that. Banish Blackwing Dragon, Boreal Storm to summon Soul Dragon, trigger Black Featherworm to special summon back the Vata. Now you can use these two to summon Boreal Storm and send Zonda, okay? So basically, you are doing this line to summon the second Boreal Storm. I personally never ever needed this, but I've been reading comments that have been saying that they are dealing with a big issue like this, where they need to have the second solution. And here, this is the answer for it. Okay, I just don't like doing it, but if you feel like you have to, then this is the answer. I know I'm just repeating myself the whole time, because for me it's really not a big issue. You can just overlay these two. By the way, Assault Dragon became level 4 with kunai, and then you basically got all these plays. Gonna win either way, right? And yeah, this is just a bonus video for the people. Smart way to play. I personally don't like it. It's for me personally just a waste of extra deck space. My extra deck is already so small. Plus, I usually have like a second extender on my hand if I get interrupted this way. So I really don't care. But here, that's just for you, okay? Alright, so you guys need to study this video, man. If you're taking Blackwings serious, if you really want to start winning locals, regionals, whatever top events, then you really need to study this video right here. And this is not even the big, like, this is just a small portion of what this deck is capable of. Like, I've been using those combos for years now. Okay, not years, because I just invented this Caliuga version a couple of months ago. But ever since that, I've been doing those combo plays, and I'm learning new things every week, every month. So yeah, if you want to be the first one to know about all those tactics or whatever, then yeah, support your boy on Patreon and come join the gang. Okay? But yeah, that's basically it, man. And stay tuned. I got some more new combo videos and interruption videos how to play with this deck better. So yeah, stay tuned. All of you guys, take care. Peace.